you know, chairs and the desks. So Evelyn went to school here, and Jane and I, first place.
At where?
Stocker's place.
I don't know which one that is.
Well, there was only one Stocker, and we bought the farm from him.
Soccer. Who bought it afterwards?
Nobody. The South Deerfield Water Company bought it.
Oh, okay. South Deerfield Water Company.
Yes.
Right. Okay. Because I live up where Moore and Siegfried.
Oh.
We bought that spot.
Oh, so you live up there,
I
huh?
live up there.
Well,
Yes.
we, Harvey Moore?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we were neighbors.
Okay. What year did the water company?
Well, we were kind of forced.
I bet you were. Like the
Well, I think it's worth it.
Yes, it is.
You think so?
Yes.
Well, I started it. Helen, how are you? John
Okay.
Porter.
I'll tell you what, I used to go to school here.
Is that a fact?
Yes.
Was Mrs. Antes your teacher?
Boyden. Oh, maybe it was Andrews. I don't know.
Because the mother of the boys that own this farm up here was a school teacher here.
Oh, well, then that was it.
It was.
Yes.
Well, I've watched this school for a long time. I've lived in Conway since 1960. Talked to the Historical Society, and finally they decided, well, that's a good idea, John. We're going to do it.
Right.
So they finally decided that it was time to move before it fell in.
And I used to come to school here.
Oh, well, that's wonderful. That's
Right.
that's even great. That's my wife, Sydney.
How do you?
How do you do?
This is a former pupil here.
Oh, this is terrific.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's coming to see if she can still find that lost report that she has that fell through the cracks.
What we found in the wall.
The dog was
inside the wall.
supposed to eat
Oh, what'd you find?
There was an old bag of rolled oats, was it?
Did you know that people used to live in here?
No.
Well, a family by the name of Upright.
Oh,
They had a farm
Jesse
down.
Upright.
That's right. His mother and father.
Yeah.
They had a farm down below here, and
Uh-huh.
they lost it in the Depression.
Yes.
And so the auntie said, "You can move in here and live."
Oh,
So they
that's
did.
why there's no stairs.
That's right, exactly.
Because the first thing I looked in here, I said, I don't remember seeing them stairs.
That's right.
No.
That's what
there
it was, and they had a
There was a
loft.
stoop here and a
Right.
door here.
Right.
And right in there was a potbelly stove.
Right.
And I used to put the wood, there was a wood box in back,
Right.
and I used to fill it every little while with wood to keep the fire going.
Right. Now, where were the bathrooms?
The bathroom was the outhouse.
All right. Was it around on this side?
Yes.
Was it around like maybe over where that? Be careful
Where
on
that
here.
where that board is.
I see.
And
without
there,
that door.
right there.
Yeah.
And when it'd be about 10 or 10:30,
Right.
that the girls would go to the bathroom
Right.
first, all in a row,
Right.
and then come right back.
How about that? Now,
And
how
then-
did you have to go out that door, or was there a door on this side?
No, there was no door on this side.
It wasn't.
No.
Well, we
Is
wondered
there a
about
door
that
here?
because of the way the clapboards were lined up on this side. But there was never a door here
Never
when you.
door there. We
Well, that's
knew there was
interesting.
only one door. And we'd walk around it, and then we'd all come back and get into our seats,
Right.
and then the boys would go. And I see there was the 3 soccer boys.
Uh huh.
One was Bill,
One was George.
George,
Right,
Bill, and
right.
a girl, Alice.
Yeah, that's right.
I don't remember the third boy's name.
No,
No, I don't remember.
they lived over here on Boyden Road.
Yes, well, you see, after they sold the place to us,
Right.
they moved over there
Right.
because we bought the place from the soccer,
I see.
and that was the dead end.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, was that bathroom heated?
No,
It wasn't.
are you kidding? Ooh, no, we had guess what? We had one Montgomery catalog,
Ward
that big
catalog?
Montgomery catalog, and it was hanging on a string on a wall,
Right.
and there was 2 places, so
Right.
two people could go in.
I see. Well, that's interesting. Now, did somebody have to come out and sweep the floors in the schoolroom? Was that somebody's?
Well, that I don't remember, because I'll tell you what, when the school ended at 3 o'clock, that's when we did. But we had to be nice and neat. We had to pick up all our scraps. We had to do everything.
Right.
And even we had to dust our desks on top.
Right. Now, did somebody have to wash the blackboard too?
I did that.
You did that?
I was the tallest, so I had to do it.
Yeah, good for you. Well, that's interesting.
Morning, John.
How are you?
Great. Great. Glad to see you out here for the
Thank you.
auspicious occasion.
Absolutely. This lady.
I'm actually Mr. Antes is up the hill. I'm Jack McIntosh.
This is the architect, and this is a former pupil.
Oh, wonderful.
Right.
You're looking forward to it.
Yeah.
When she was going to school, there were no stairs there.
Oh no, that was the family that moved in after they
I
Yeah,
didn't know
right.
that there was a family.
Yeah.
Uprights.
Uprights, right.
And
Uprights.
I remember them too, because
They were a nice family.
they were a
Yeah.
very nice family.
Yeah.
I
had
understand
tough
there were
times.
7 of them in the
I
family.
guess so. I don't
It
know.
was anyway. It was a wonderful crowd, and
Yeah.
that's when you really get used to the building. It's a pretty nice sized building.
Yes, it is.
Restoration cost so far has been 10,000, 11,000. Jack.
Yes, we're pretty good. Cocott came in lower than
Mm-hmm.
Which he should have, but he did.
Yeah. Good.
When we come here, we didn't. When they got through with the school here, when we graduated
Right.
from here, then Dad got the horse and buggy by the town of Conway. And because seeing that we lived out this way and that most of the children were this way,
Right.
so they always said, so I had a 2-seater buggy, and Jerry was our little horse. We had a name for everything anyway.
Of course.
All the cows and the horses had the
Right.
names,
And the pigs.
and the pigs.
Right.
Squint, we called one Squint, and he was a nasty pig. When I tipped the mash to feed the pigs with,
Right.
he'd butt his nose and dump it.
You would. That
Oh.
wasn't very nice.
No, it wasn't.
Not at all.
After it got out all over the place, it wasn't very nice because we had that feeding trough for
Sure.
him, and he'd dump it all over. And then
Right.
Dad would come and say, now what'd you do that for?
Right. Jack, where was the previous location of this building?
Well, they said the only thing they kept saying was that it was moved a few rods. So we don't know
How many
whether
rods?
from there to there or
Oh, I doubt if
whatever.
it was up the hill.
Huh?
I doubt if it was up the hill.
No, it was probably down here somewhere, and maybe when when the wetland became wetter, they moved it.
To a drier wetland.
Oh,
To a
yes.
drier
There
wetland,
was
yeah.
always a brook there. Everybody was playing in it.
Oh, I bet they were.
Oh,
Cave, we see the telephone pole, we put that under.
Mhm.
Then we pulled it, we laid boards down so we could pull it and have
Roll it
took
in.
the board, drive tractor and pulled it right up.
Oh.
No big problem.
The 8th grade.
right.
And then from the 8th grade, we went to Conway on the hill, that
Right.
The
school.
one up there, right there.
Yes.
On Pumpkin
And-
Hollow.
Yes.
Right.
And that's when they had the place for my horse and everything. And I'd bring feed the horse, go water it.
Right.
And Miss Barrels was the principal of the school. And she'd say, Helen, time to feed the horses. So I go water the horse and put the bag over it to eat it oats.
Right.
After I got through eating oats, I had a bag of hay, and I just shoved it in the manger, and
was
then I
it.
went back and I ate my lunch. I had to feed the animals before I had to eat.
Absolutely.
Yes.
You needed those. Now, did you use a sleigh in the winter?
Yes.
You did, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, that was good.
A double sleigh.
A double sleigh.
Yeah, because let's see, there was 6 kids beside me.
Right.
Oh, so where were you? Where were you living when you came here? Or did you have to?
We lived in Greenfield before we.
Oh yeah, but while you were attending school, there, where was your
no,
house?
we lived Starker's.
Oh.
Starker's place.
Okay, that's right up the hill here, right?
Yeah, it's about 2.5 miles.
Yeah, so did you walk ordinarily, or did
No,
you?
no, there's somebody.
I like the X on the valley.
There was a, let's see, what was her name? Clara something, but I don't know her last name. We always called her.
And she would pick you all up
She
in
would pick
a
us
buggy
up.
or something
yeah,
like
but
that?
she was a walker
I see.
because she lived further past.
Right.
There was Harvey Moore lived our next. Well, I call a next door neighbor because
As close as neighbors were.
but he was a couple miles away from
Yeah.
us.
Right.
Then up the hill was Alice's,
Okay.
a cement house,
Right.
Oh, right, yeah, that's.
block,
Yep.
cement block,
Right.
cement house. And then we go down the hill, and then there was Rutkowski. Rook, they used to call him
That's
Rook.
right.
And they had a boy by the name of Louis Rook.
That's right.
And then there was Walkers.
Right. They were way over, almost
Way
completely
over.
road.
Yeah, they
Right.
were way over.
Right.
So those, and Clara, she's the one that come with a horse and buggy, and she'd pick us up and leave us here, and then turn around and go back.
I see. And take you home in the afternoon.
Yes.
Right.
Now, that's an interesting question. Was she reimbursed for that by the town? Or you don't know?
I don't know.
Because at one point, when the school closed around 1890 something for a number of years, the kids that were going here at that time were brought down to the
That was
center.
before my
Yeah,
time.
it was before, and they were bused down there, and because they said it was cheaper to pay for the transportation than to have a teacher here, and that's in the school
Yes,
committee report too.
You can just see between the
where
two
there's-
lines
yes.
where the new school is.
Uh-huh.
Well, if you go up there, you'll see a playground.
Oh.
And it's right behind the playground. You'll see 6 posts sticking up out of the ground.
Uh-huh.
And that is where the location.
Quite an event, huh?
Well,
So
that's better because I think it'll be more interesting for the people on the highway.
that's right. And it'll be very interesting for the school children.
Yes, it will be.
How is it-
Yes, especially when they look around. You know what? Do they save any of those chairs and seats in school?
They've got some that they have taken out of the old school up in the center of town,
Uh-huh.
and they've saved those, and they're going to put them into the school building, but none of the original ones.
Oh, they did because you know those original ones were those old-fashioned. Now, when I look at it, the legs were fancy,
Metal.
metal,
Right.
and heavy, and they were so like a lace.
Right, that's right. They had some fancy ironwork down
Yes,
there. Right.
yes.
Right.
Uh-huh.
Well, we may have a couple of those,
Oh, yeah.
but I don't know how many that they have.
And they were nailed down or screwed down to the
That's right,
floor
so they
and
couldn't move
everything. You
around.
couldn't move.
No,
No, and you know our desks were always so nice and shiny and everything.
took good care of them.
Yeah.
Once in a while, they got initial carved on them.
Yeah. And the ink wells.
Right.
Oh, you had to be real careful with
Right.
those ink wells. If you stuck your, those old-fashioned pens and
Right.
everything.
With a wooden handle.
Yeah, with a little wooden handle.
Right.
Oh, I'm telling you.
Right.
Yeah.
Well,
Sometimes I wonder how I was able to write with them.
well, you tried. You
Yes.
tried.
And I did
You
because
did.
I graduated from it. I went to Mrs. Barrow's school
Right.
there and everything, and I graduated with honors. And
Good for you.
I'll never forget they made me sing. Evidently, I must have had a good voice at one time.
Good for you.
And I stood there on that stage and singing. Climb to the top.
Climb. Oh, that was a good song.
Yeah, it was a song,
Right.
and it was climb to the top.
Well,
And I had my hair. I had long hair, pigtails, and a big ribbon sticking out of my hair
Well.
and everything. I guess that was the style then.
well, you probably look very nice. Everybody said that girl has got a nice voice.
I guess, well, anyway, I got a lot of applause. Everybody clapped.
Well, they're supposed to be moving at around 8:30, and they're a little behind time. But this road is going to be closed off shortly. Move up, get through.
No. Well, in them days, they didn't have such things as crushes. No.
Were you sweet on anyone?
Yeah, I'm sweet on you.
They're probably all sweet on you because you could sing.
Yes.
You sit at the desk and eat it,
That's
usually.
it.
Right?
That's why we went to the bathroom first.
Right.
Then we went into there and we all sat and ate. That's why we had to clean our desks and everything before we left the schoolroom. Like the teacher said, the schoolroom. You, clean up your desks. So we had a rag and we wiped the desks and cleaned it and everything. Put everything in the waste paper basket and everything.
Do you remember the Christmas exercises?
Well, we just played. We just played Ring Around the Rosie and hide and go seek. We used to play hide and go seek a lot and go around all the trees and around the house. You know, the children would go one way and we'd go the other way.
Do you remember the Christmas tree when you would have the Christmas exercises when you would recite or
Not
sing
here.
carols?
Not here.
No.
Well,
No.
Okay.
At the
At the high school.
At the high school, there was exercises, but not here. Daddy would go cut the Christmas tree on the farmhouse and everything, and and we didn't have no electricity, so we bought candles and long, you know, those long candles, and they had those little clips on them, and we'd put them on the trees, and of course, there was no any ornaments. So we made our own paper things and all. And then Dad would tell us when to light the tree. So he would light the tree. We would all stand and watch it. And then after the candle got so small or something, then we turned around, blow the candles out because we didn't want a fire.
How many years did you have at the Consolidated Art Thing?
2 years.
2 years then.
okay.
So you see,
And who was your teacher here?
Mrs. Boyden, Miss Boyden was here when we were there, but this gentleman says Miss Antes was here
Right.
one time.
She was a teacher here also at one time.
Yeah, so
You know, that's we can check on because we've got the names of the teachers in the town's reports to go all the way back to 1880.
They're ready to move.
transport. Oh my goodness!
Don't they look happy?
I don't know whether they look happy or not.
I think they look happy.
They claim that it was moved here from somewhere else, but nobody really knows when or where it came from. But no, my grandfather bought this place in 1860. It was here then, and it's been here until today. Yeah.
Well, it's such a wonderful idea to move it to the school. How do the people get that idea?
Well, I don't know. Some of the historical group here got together.
They probably know every band of them.
Good idea. They came up to visit me and said, "Well, yeah," because I knew it would take a lot of work to get it in good shape.
I can see there's been a lot of work done.
And they had to do that to reinforce it to be able to move it. Get it in shape. Mr. Boyden had been working on it here. He figured out the engineering and getting the timbers and the wheels.
Now that looks like I was going to say that has to be a little sapling or
Oh yeah,
something.
they went out and
maple.
cut. I believe so. Yep. They went out and cut that, hooked it on.
Did you have a crush on her?
I think
She had
a
a few sisters too,
Yes,
didn't you?
we
About
had.
how many?
9.
9.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness, 9 sisters? No wonder they had to build a schoolhouse here.
Yeah, but they weren't.
Sebi.
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 Yeah, I think she was in my class.
Debbie was in your class?
I believe so.
Yeah. And then there was Francis
Yeah, it looks like they're
and
construction guys
Marion.
walking up the road.
Yeah.
Any brothers?
No.
No,
Just not tonight, sisters. Oh, that's fun.
Sammy's already passed away. And Marion is passed away.
Oh, I remember taking grain over for the animals over there.
Yes,
Back
yes. You used to get a whole carload in South Deerfield, and then we'd pitch in, and each one would go and get their share from the South Deerfield railroad
Right
station.
from the station and take the
Yes.
bags home.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are. We went to get it. It must have needed something.
Whip, Josh. Step paw. Step paw over here. Paw. Give me a haw. Give me a haw. Paw over here. Give me a haw. Up easy. Up easy. Up easy. All right, now turn it. Come over here, haw.